Hi, good night, Miranda. Good night. Are you hearing me clear?
Hi, good night.
You hear me? You hear me good?
Yeah, I'm hearing you good. I'm just trying to get the rest of the members on the call.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. So I'll pass out the message. I'm just waiting for them.
All right, cool.
Yeah. Hey, bro, you have a password? Oh, well, okay. I just see it.
Yeah. Yo, just let me know when everybody's on the call.
All right, yes, I will. All right, Kelvin, we're ready, yeah?
You guys ready? Cool. Alright, cool.
Yeah, we have 9 persons on the call. I think that is all. Let me see. Yeah. Well, the only person that's not there is Malika, but we could go ahead because I haven't seen her. We get my messages yet.
Alright, cool.
I'm
Pleasant
hearing
night.
you very far though.
Yeah. Is it better now?
Yeah, just a little. Um, all right, say something. Let me hear if I hear you now.
Yeah. Am I clear now?
Yes, you're clearer better. Yes. Now.
Alright, cool. Pleasant good night, everyone. Um, Thanks for everyone being on the call. Um, I was asked to do this like quick and short session with this wonderful team here tonight. All right, I hope you guys are enjoying the weekend still. All right, we have a big week ahead of us, and we gotta get prepared. All right, now my name is Kelvin Cooper. 23 years of age. I've been in the industry for the past 8 to 9 months. Right. Um, I knew nothing about forex when I first started, so I just like everyone else. Right, I was just like everyone else, lost, knew nothing about forex, and went through the turmoil, and you know had a little hiccups here and there, and learn a few tricks along the way. Right now, what I'm sharing tonight with you guys is something that I do personally. Most of you might not agree with the method, but it's just something that um Miranda had asked me to like share with individuals because um people wanted to like stay in trades a little longer than you capture 30 pip or 40 pip, and that is it for the day. So this is one of the strategies that I use from time to time to stay in trades longer, right? As I said, is something that I use. It might work for you, it may not work for you, right? You guys could try it on the demo account and see if it does, right? Now, first and foremost, I do not call myself a professional trader or a master trader, right? Because I'm not there at that level as yet, right? I'm not there at that level as yet, right? And I'm on my way though, but that becoming a professional trader, it takes time, right? It takes time and takes a lot of hard work. And I know I'm just getting started in learning and mastering this craft. See someone up in the chat. Hearing me? I hope you guys are hearing me. If you guys are hearing me clearly, just type 111 in the chat, please. All right. If you guys are hearing me clear now, just type 111 in the chat. Right. Excellent. Excellent. Great. 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 Nice. Cool. All right. So one thing as get started that I want each and everybody on the call to understand, right, is that the market is designed for us as retail traders, as newbies, whatever. It is designed for us to lose, right? Get that in your skull off the bat. The market is designed for us to lose. That is how the market is designed, right? The market actually makes profit out of the losers. So all the newbies coming on the market, they're going to go through the little trials and tribulation. They're going to be fighting against themselves in terms of a psychological aspect, right? Fighting with the greed, you want to play greedy, all those nice stuff. And the market designed in a way so that those losers, those losers in the market can help profit others who are smarter and know how the market operates. Right? So one of the things that is required in this strategy that I'm going to share with you guys is that you need to be patient, right? You need to be patient if you want to be able to stay in trades for longer periods. You need to get out that good entry, right? Sometimes you have to be patient. You know, it's not like scalping where you wanna get in quick and you wanna get back out, right? It's not like that. You gotta wait, be patient, wait, trust the process, and do exactly what it is I'm going to share with you, right? Follow the same plan, right? That I'm going to share with you. And if you don't get all the confirmations that I'm going to share with you, please do not take the trade, right? If all the confirmations are not there, do not take the trade. All right. Now this this what you guys are viewing on the screen right now is called the Heikin Ashi um candlestick chart. All right. It's different from the average Japanese candlesticks. All right. What it does actually, to me, it helps you to easily locate the trend in the market. All right. As compared to like the basic Japanese candlestick. Right. Each candlesticks are open midway of the previous candlestick. So I'm going to show you guys here on the chart right now. All right. So if you go a little closer, hold on. Let me just move this above. Right. Cool. All right. If we look here where I'm pointing on the screen, I hope you guys are seeing. All right. Um, these candlesticks open halfway or midway from the previous candlesticks. Right. If you can check it out for yourself, you see right here, it's midway of the body of this previous candlestick. And all the candlesticks open the exact same way, right? Regardless to whether or not they have wicks to the bottom or wicks to the top, right? The body of the candlesticks all open halfway or midway of the previous body of the candlesticks before, right? So that's that. Next, what I want you to know and understand about the Heikin Ashi candlesticks, there are two types. There are two types of candlesticks, right? There are those without wicks and there are those with wicks. Now, on the screen, you'll see the green candlestick. Those represent our positive candles, the buying candles, right? Now, the ones, if you watch closely, they are candlesticks that do not have wicks below them, right? That's the ones without wicks. Those indicate strong upward momentum in within the trend, right? Strong upward momentum within the trend. If you look closely, right, you can actually see that this is a strong momentum to the upside, right? Now, I think it was Chad that just jumped on. I'm explaining the Heikin Ashi candlesticks here, right? So if you look, if you switch over to the average Japanese candlestick, you're now going to see the difference and see the difference in terms of the smoothness, right? Within the charts. Look at this, right? Look at this. To a new person, if I had now started, like I had now started, um, this would have been hard for me to read. It took me a while to understand the actual trend of the market by watching this, right? But if you use the Heikin Ashi, you can see how easy it is to see the the momentum within the market, right? And right now I'm on the 4 hour time frame, right? Forget to mention that 4 hour time frame, right? So that's that. Now the second type of candlestick are those with wicks, right? Now those with wicks on both sides actually indicates slow momentum within the trend. So most likely, if you were to switch it over to the Japanese candlestick, there either be a reversal or consolidation within the market, right? And there are also these candlesticks here above, right, that resembles the Japanese doji candlesticks, right? You could see this is plain consolidation. For all those who have went through the iMarkets Live Academy and knows how to identify consolidation within the market, you can clearly see that is consolidation right there, right? Now, now I'm really going to get into how it is I set up my charts. So to select, let's say you're on your Japanese candlestick, and to select the Heikin Ashi candlestick, what you want to do is go to the top bar, right, where you see all the different time frames, and you're going to see candles, and there is going to be a drop down bar. It's the bar style, right? What you want to do, you want to select that drop down arrow, and it's going to give you a list of different charts, right? Now you're going to go all the way down to Heikin Ashi right here, right? See it? Heikin Ashi. When you select Heikin Ashi, your chart changes to this, right? Chart looks like this, right? Cool. Next, one of the next indicator that I use besides the RSI, as you were seeing in the beginning, right? I will explain the RSI in a sec. Is the guppy multiple moving average, right? So you go into the indicators bar and you select guppy, right? Multiple moving average, right? This is the one you select. Copy multiple moving average, right? I already have it up, but I'm going to set it to default. Actually, I'm going to close it off. I'm going to do it all over again, right? Copy uh, multiple moving average. Where are you? Cool. Great. Right? Nice. So this is what the guppy multiple moving average looks like, right? I'm not going to get too much in depth into this. I could probably do it on the next session, but I only use this because um I killed two birds with one stone, right? I could switch it up, adding different moving averages instead of having multiple moving averages open. This way I could add a stochastic, right? Because I'm just using the trading view. I do not have the pro plan. I'm using it basic. So with using the guppy multiple moving average, um, I'm able to add more indicators, right? Just to see. So the setting for this guppy now, right? You go to format. Let me just move this for a sec. You you go to format. You're gonna see show hide format, right? Show source code, add, delete, right? You go to format, and the settings would be, right? You go into style, and let's Right. So we go into inputs, sorry, and where you see 3, you leave that. You're leaving 3 right there. You're not interfering with that guy. You're gonna go to number 8, right, and change it to the 9th period moving average, right? And then you're gonna go to the 50 and ensure that the 50 is there. Sometimes you might click another um, copy indicator and the figures are different. So make sure you click the right indicator, right? Copy multiple moving average, right? So what I normally do is leave leave the 50. Why I'm not seeing 50? Right, right. So trader EMA 1 is actually going to be the 3rd period moving average. So you're going to leave this one open, right? So you're going to leave this one open on style, right? So you see trader EML 1 length, number 3. And for the ninth one is actually the trader EMA 3 length, right? So you're leaving the ninth one open as well. And also, you're going to leave the 50 period moving average exponential open as well, right? Which is the investor EMA fifth length, right? Everything else comes off. Everything else comes off. All right, cool. Now, to defend to differentiate the difference, what I do, I normally just change the colors um to black, right? Let's change this one to orange. Um, change this one to I'm gonna change this one to blue, and I'm going to change this one to black, right? And next, I'm going to increase the size of the lines so it becomes more visible, right? Cool. Next, when all that is done, you select OK, right? You select OK. Great. So now you have your Heikin Ashi chart open up. You have your guppy exponential moving average open up, right? And next, you want to go into indicator, right? And you want to select RSI. Now your settings for the RSI is going to be on the ninth period. So you go to format, right? Let me change it back to default so you guys can see from scratch, right? So this is the basic RSI, right? 7th period. So what you want to do is go to format and we're going to change those figures. We're going to change 20 to 40, 40, right? And we're going to change 80 to 60, right? Now, as I said in the beginning, Some people don't agree with what it is I do, but as I say, it's just how I look at the market, right? It's just how I look at the market. I look at it from a different perspective, right? And yeah, that is the setting in terms of the 60 and the 40. And now you want to move that length to 9, right? And you're going to press OK. Great. So we have our exponential moving averages, we have our RSIs, and we have the Heikin Ashi chart that is up, right? Now, there are some param- parameters in entering, just some, just some, uh, on a call, right? There are some parameters in entering the trades, right? So,
Bro, I'm hearing you a little bit farther. If you can, yeah, speak a little bit louder.
okay, cool.
Thanks.
Yeah, right. So, for a buy opportunity, this is what I look for, right? For a buy opportunity. Listen closely. So, in a buying opportunity, for me to get a perfect entry, this is what I do. I look for a green Haikanashi candlestick, right? And once that candlestick closes above my three exponential moving average, right? That is one confirmation for me, right? That's one confirmation. The in a buying position, a buying opportunity, I'm looking for a green Hanashi candlestick to cross above my 50 period, my 9 period, and my third period exponential moving average. That's the first thing I look for. The second thing I look for is for that 50 period, which is right now the black line, right? I look for that to cross the other exponential moving average, right? That's the second thing I look for. And the last thing I look for is that this is what I do different compared to everybody else, right? Is I look for a oversold area on the RSI. Now, what we learn in the academy is that anything above 70 is considered as overbought. Everything below 30 is considered as oversold. Now, I do it different, right? With regards to this strategy, I use the 60, everything above 60 as oversold, and everything below 40 as overbought, right? This is what I do different. Now, as I said before, you may not agree with me or agree with the method, but this is I'm just sharing with you what it is I do, and it works, right? So, first thing, green Aikanashi candlestick, it crosses my 50 period um exponential moving average, right? It's above the 3 period and the 9 period also, right? Candlestick close above. One check. Second thing I look for, my 50 period moving average crosses both my other ninth and third period moving average. That's the second thing I look for. And the third thing is that, remember I said anything above 60, right? I consider it as oversold. And we know from learning from the academy, if you're in an oversold position, sorry, get ready for a buy. If you're in an overbought position, get ready for a sell, right? So, seeing that I'm using the 60 above here, right, as an oversold position, getting ready for a buy, what I do, I use my vertical line, line it up, just like basic harmonics kind of classes, right, where they teach you. So, cool. Line it up with that candlestick, and you line it up on your RSI, all right? Now, here's the confirmation, right? I'm going to say it again. Green Hanashi, Heikin Ashi candlestick crossing the 50 period, and it is also above the other two exponential moving average. That is one check. Second check is the 50 period crossing both of the other moving average, both the ninth and the third, right? And lastly, everything is lined up on the RSI. In terms of a buy, we're looking for that oversold position. And my oversold position is anything above the 60, right? So you can see right here, right? If I take this X, I place it, first area where you touch, that's right there, right? Right there. So it's actually in an oversold position. So this is telling me get ready for that buy. So what I do, I wait until this candlestick close and the next candlestick opens to enter, right? If you guys want to experience exp try it out. If you guys want to try it out, right, you could try it using market execution, or you can try it using a buy stop order, right? But I normally use market execution, right? I being real, I don't have time for all of that, right? After I just work out all my maths, right? Because I know what my account could handle. Now, here's a trick. Here's a trick, right? So if you want to calculate and know if it is your account can handle the risk, because here's what I use for my risk. In a buy, I look for the closest area or the last area of support. So if it is, this was my last area, my stop goes there. I do my calculation, right? That's 102 pips. I know my account could handle 102 pips, right? So what I would be doing would be looking at this candlestick, the time going down, looking at the last 10 minutes for the candlestick to finish form, and I'm going to do my calculation, right? That's a trick. So this way you can know um, if it is possible, right, for you to take the trade. But you could take the trade regardless, right? It's all solely up to you when it comes to risk management. This is what they taught us in IML Academy, right? Risk what you could afford to risk, right? But this is what I normally do. So look at the potential in this trade here, right? Now, when I enter twice, right? I do twin trading, and what I do is as I hit 20 to 30 pips in profit, I close up one trade with profit and I move my stop loss 5 pips above my entry, right? I will say it over just now, right? So let's say this was my entry over here. Let me change this color to this guy here, right? So let's say that blue line was my entry. Could be a little above, right? I'm gonna stop was down here. Cool, right? The market goes 20 to 30 pips in profit. I close out one trade. 20 to 30 pips in profit. I closing off one trade. I not playing greedy. I learned my lesson on that long time. Eat little, live long, just like the Chinese, right? And my next position, what I do, I move my stop loss, I say 2 to 5 pips in profit, right? Just in case the market does decide to reverse, right? At the end of the day, you don't trust the market is not your friend, right? Your job is to secure your profits, right? You want to be profitable, secure your profits. Don't play greedy. You can live to see another day. Trust me, I learned my lesson, right? I learned my lesson. So, in doing that, if the market does decide to reverse, it hits my two pip or my 5 pip profit. That is like $2 or $5 or $10 or $50. I ain't mad, right? I ain't gonna vex if I make $10 for the market hitting my stop profit, right? If the market continues to move up, I'm going to turn this stop profit into a trailing stop profit, and I'm going to keep safeguarding my profit or my capital as the market continues to move, right? So I have two ways I enter the market at times, right? Now, before I show you that, let me just look at the potential gain if we had entered where I said to enter, right? Let me just close this down a bit, right? Right, cool. So we're looking at about 213 pips, right? 213 pips, right? So this, let me say this trade was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. A trade running into the next week, right? From just one day entry. You don't have to watch your phone a million times. Once you're 10 to 20 to 30 pips in profit, you close off one trade position, you safeguard your other position by moving that stop loss 2 to 5 pips in profit. You don't have to watch your phone all the time, right? You can monitor it, but you don't have to watch your phone all the time. Once you secure your profit and move that stop loss into a stop profit, right? You could do whatever it is you want after. You could utilize the trailing stop loss or just exit out the trade if you reach your desired amount or your goal or whatever the case may be for the day or for the week, right? But the potential gain, right? And it's actually, to me, is less stressful than having your phone in your hand every 24 hours or every minute or so, to check to see how much profit you make. Now, you guys could customize this to your liking. You could even add more positions, right? Like this area right here where you got this doji candle right here, right? And the market start to continue going up. Could have entered like two more positions, right? Enter two more positions and utilize your last entry as your stop loss. Or you risk to your liking, right? So you utilize the trailing stop loss.
No, so you said that
Hmm.
that trade run into like another week. So it's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it start from the Monday and continue.
yeah. I just give like an
Wow.
example. Like if this was Monday, right?
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
But
right.
what's the time span on that one day though?
Um, wait, what are you talking about? The time frame? Time frame?
Like okay, from where you enter the trade
Mm-hmm.
up to that point where you get that 200 pips up there.
Yeah.
What time did did it hit that 200 pips?
All right. So let's say, for example, right, this day here, right, this box here is called
Mm-hmm.
is Monday, and
Okay.
we're just using this as an example. Let's say it was probably midday, um, 12 o'clock or whatever, and you enter the trade. You leave it, right? This is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, right?
Okay. Uh,
I'm just saying, right? Just saying. They're just using it as an example that if the market closed on Friday over here, that hey, you, you're in a trade for an entire week, a whole week, you didn't have to look at your phone, right? But I believe this is actually Sunday. Just checking it now, right? The market
okay.
will be open back here. This was probably Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, market close off, right? So all you guys
Okay.
watching. So this was actually Sunday here, right? Now I want to give a next example. Now my favorite pairs are those that the GJ, G, GBP, AUD, USD CAD, Euro, JPY. Those guys are the ones that move 60 plus pips for the day, right? Majority of the time, right? So I like trading these pairs. I like waiting for these type of opportunity. Again, now to capture these types of trade, I'm gonna say it again. It's required patience, right? You could utilize the strategy on an hour time frame, right? But I like using the forward time frame. You get that on the forward, you get some nice pips. Trust me, right? So that was a buy example, right? That was a buy example. I'll explain this later. Let's see. I don't want to confuse people. All right, cool. All right. Now, if we're looking for a good selling opportunity, right? This is what a good selling opportunity would look like, right? I'm showing you guys good examples so you can actually see what it is you need to look for, what it looks like in order to enter the trade. So Let's say we're gonna sell the market, all right? And we see nice, cool. This candlestick right here, this red candlestick, right? It crosses my 50 period and it crosses my other two exponential moving average, right? Crosses both of them. Cool. I start to go to my trading plan. I give that one tick. That is one thing I was looking for. Uh, yes, Samuel. Yes. Yes, Samuel. Right. Samuel sent me a message in the chat. Right. Cool. Right. So for this selling opportunity, the first thing we want to look for, right, is the same thing as the buy, but we utilizing it in the opposite. Right. So we're looking for the red candlesticks now, right, which represents that the market is losing value, right? And we want to see that red candlestick crossing all those exponential moving average and closing below them, right? Once it closes below, that's one confirmation. Second confirmation, that 50 period moving average must cross the other two exponential moving average, like that, right? Lastly, use your vertical line, line up that candlestick with your RSI and see where it falls. Now remember, I use the 60, this area above here, as my oversold position, and I use this area below here as my overbought position. Right? Now look at where price fell. Right? Actually fell kind of close. Right? But it fell right there. Right there. Right below or on that 40 line. So guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna time this candlestick, right? Countdown is on. Looking for the last 10 minutes. If I'm looking to calculate my stop loss, I pull out my horizontal line. I look for my last area of resistance, right? Because we all know in a sell, we wait for that pullback, then to enter. That pullback to the upside, then to enter that sell. And we know for the buy, we look for that pullback to the downside, then to enter the buy, right? We buy low, sell high, right? So I'm looking for that last area of resistance, right? To put my area of a stop, right? Next, what I want to do is enter the trade, right? Now, if I'm entering, as I said, majority of the time, I enter a twin trade, right? You guys could customize it to your liking, you know, tweak it to however it is you want, right? But let's say I entered here, boom, I entered it. Let's do the calculations, right? Because everything is right up on the screen here. Let's do some calculation here. So this risk, right, is about 124 pips, right? I am comfortable with that, right? Again, you know how much you're willing to risk. You do the calculation, you do the maths, you do that, right? But I'm just showing you guys what it is I do, right? I give myself enough allowance in case the market does reverse, right, and goes to the opposite side. Because I don't have a crystal ball. I don't know what the market is going to do, but I can react, right? So great. Hmm. Market retrace about 60 pips from my entry, right? But look at the potential gain if you had stayed in this trade, right? Remember I said 20 to 30 pips profit, close one trade, right? So you're looking at 20, 30 pips in profit here. Close one trade, um, you utilize a 2 to 5 pip stop loss or a trailing stop if you so desire, right? And you capture some pips. Now look at this. If you close off one trade, and let's say you decide to leave your stop on your next position, look at how much pips you could capture off of this trade. And this is what this is what this is what we're looking at here, right? One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, about 20 days, right? 20 days. Holding a trade for 20 days, right? That you could potentially capture all these pips in 20 days. And we're talking about you could even enter more positions, right? If you want, right? Over 537 pips. Now, the only way you could capture that, right, is being patient, waiting for the confirmation and being patient, right? Being comfortable with your risk, right? And not having to hang down your phone every so often, right? Let's say you use the trailing stop, right? 20 to 30% profit, close of one trade, right? And you start to trail your stop loss, right? How much did this market went down here, right? This alone, this drop right here alone was like 243 pips. This little drop here. That is why I like the Great Britain pound so much because of the amount of pips and the volatility in the market, right? Right. Sorry about that, Miranda. Yeah. So this is an example of what a selling opportunity looks like using this strategy, right? Again, you guys could try it out on your demo, see how it works, right? Not all the time you're gonna get setups on your 4 hour. Sometimes you may get some setups on your hour time frame. That is if you wanna be on your phone, ever so often. So, but I prefer using it for a time frame because um it's a larger time frame, and I really I don't like looking at my phone all the time. So that is just me. That's just my style. I like the 4 hour time frame. I'm comfortable there. You may find the hour time frame works for you. That's cool, right? Everyone's different. But look at the potential gain. Look at the potential gain from the entry, right? And with that stop loss, That's a lot of allowance. That's a lot of allowance for a trade to breed. I say once the market goes above 100 pips, man, forget that. Forget that. Right? Let's look at this entry here for a buy. Right? Look at this here. Right? So this candlestick, this green candlestick, it crossed above. It crossed above my 50.
Bro, we're not hearing you now.
Hello, are you guys hearing me?
Yes, we're hearing you now.
Cool, nice. Right, starting over. So cool, right? Hanashi candlestick is green bar. We're looking for a buying opportunity here, right? The candlestick crosses above these exponential moving averages and it closes above, right? So that's one confirmation. Second confirmation, this 50 period exponential moving averages, it crosses the other two exponential moving average, which is the ninth and the third one, right? That's another confirmation. Lastly, I want to check to see where it lines up on my RSI, right? So I use my vertical lines it up with the Heikin Ashi candlestick and line it up with my RSI. And look where that fall. Look where that fall right there. Right there, that fall. Right? So I timed this candlestick last 10 minutes. As I said, I stick to my rules regardless. Right? I would have either put my stop loss here. No, this would have been like too risky. So I would have put it here. I am playing my game myself no games. Right? I'm not playing for slips and I'm not giving away my money to the market just so. Right? So I'm going to I would put my stop loss here, enter on my second candlestick, anywhere above here would be fine, right? So if I know the candlestick opens midway, I'll go a little above this candlestick and place a buy stop here. Two orders, two in trade, two in trade, right? Look at the potential gain from the entry by just holding the trade, right? Just holding the trade alone. Holding the trade, entered, holding the trade, maybe 587 pips, right? 587 pips, right? 10 to 15 pips in profit. Okay, cool. Close off one of my trade, one of my positions, and I move my stop loss. 2 pips, 5 pips above my entry. and I could relax. Check it probably every 4 hours, every day, every 2 days. Check it to see how it is. Right? I'm not playing greedy. Over a period of time, your account will grow. Right? I got caught up with the greed effect when I just got started. And I lost a lot of money. A lot of money. It did damage to me. And I forced myself to learn. I forced myself to be disciplined. All right. So look at this. You move your stop loss. So let's say you decide to do a trailing stop loss. Let's say you did a trailing stop loss till about here. How much pips is that? How much pips is that? That alone in itself is like 102 pips. I don't think anyone would be that that vexed or disappointed if you have a trailing stop of 102 pips, right? I think you would be grateful for that, right? And that happened in the same day, 102 pips, right here, right? Let's look at another pair. Yeah, I know, right? No, 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 nothing. Right, cool. Right, look here, look at here. So NZD CHF. This is the last example I'm doing for the night, right? NZD CHF. This red candlestick is going a little close. Let me take off this big guy here. Right, NZD CHF. So this guy here, he crossed and closed below my moving averages. That's a plus, right? He's below them. That's a plus. Two, my 50 period moving average crossed my other two moving average, right? That's a second confirmation, right? Lastly, what I want to do is line up using my vertical line, that candlestick, with my RSI, and let's see where that falls, right? Cool, great, right? This one cut it really, really close, right? This one cut it a bit close on the RSI, right? But let me show you what I do, right? Additional to the RSI. I take a horizontal line and I put it in the middle of the 60 and the 40. I change that color to red and I make sure the price is exactly on 50. So it's half and half, right? It's half and half. So what I do, I take this this bottom half, and use it as also an area of being oversold, right? Overbought, sorry. And this area, this part of the 50 as an area of being over, sorry, oversold area and overbought area, right? So this half of the 50 is an oversold area, and this part of the 50 is going to be the overbought area, right? We all know if you're overbought, we're getting ready for a sell. Cool. Let's see, right? My stop loss go to my last previous or my previous area of resistance. Let's say my entry was here, right? Market execution by stop, anything you so desire. Look at the potential gain from your entry, right? This is 254 pips, right? 254 pips from one click, right? 20 to 30 pips in profit. You close one trade. 20 to 30 pips in profit. You close one trade position and you move your stop loss either 2 to 5 pips in profit. And then after, it's up to you to do a trailing stop loss, right? Wherever the price, where market reverse, you move your stop loss like this, right? With the trailing stop loss, let's say you had a trailing stop loss here and you weren't watching the market, right? You weren't watching the market. Market came back up a few days after, kicked you out the trade. I doubt anyone would be disappointed with this potential gain. 183 pips. Stress free, right? 183 pips, stress free. You don't have to be looking at your phone all the time, right? You enter, you leave it. Or you could close off trade when you desire. You reach 50 pips, your daily goal is 50 pip, close off at 50 pip. Or if you hold it, capture more. And you can also add positions. So where price reverse, you can add positions. Add two more positions here. You could add two more positions here. Two trailing stop loss in between. Right? So guys, that's it in terms of my strategy and how I look at the market. Right? Nothing too fancy to me. It's nothing too fancy. Is stuff you already know already. Simple areas of support and resistance. Reading the candlesticks, utilizing the moving averages, RSI, just a little tweaks in between, right? So
Okay, cool.
yeah, so
This is an awesome strategy, yo.
yeah, glad you like it, right? So
Yeah, just to see the amount of peeps you could collect.
yeah, so just to close off, right? Ensure that you guys are having your own trading plan, right? Work on a trading plan because what I understand is that I was gambling with this. I was gambling with forex, jumping in trades, not knowing why I was jumping in trades. I never had a trading plan. I never had a strategy. Right? I was just jumping in anyhow, anyhow. When I make money, I make money. When I lose, I lose. Right? But I understand now how important it is to having a trading plan, and I urge people now to ensure that you have a trading plan. Right? Ask any businessman, they walk with their plan in their pocket or in their book. They walk with their plan with them, right? And the key to winning is always inside your head, right? This is a psychological game to the professionals, right? Because everything here, if you break it down into simple terms, is people moving on emotions. People move the market based on emotion, right? If Trump feels a certain how, right? I think I should do this because whatever reason, right? Because he does a lot of nonsense, right? For whatever reason, he decides to move the market. That's based on him, right? His feelings, right? So I always say 90% mind, 10% technical, right? Look at the market as real life. Look at the market as real life, and always believe in yourself and have patience, right? Trust the process. Success don't come overnight. It'll take a period of time. I learned the hard way, right? Continue to study IML Academy, IML TV, right? Learn from watching videos, do your little research here and there. You might learn a few tricks, experiment a lot, right? And please, please understand how important risk management is. I blown like about three accounts, $3,000 US accounts already, right? In my short 8 to 9 months time. But it was worth it. I learned a lot, right? So, guys, that's it for me
Mm.
tonight. Thank you for being on the call. Thank you for being patient and you know understanding. I hope
Thank you very much, Calvin.
yeah, I hope you guys saw value in what I shared.
Yes, and also the recording. Is it possible you can send it for me because
Yeah,
I
yeah,
want to set up my all the numbers you have there so I
yeah.
can work on this strategy.
All right, cool. No problem.
So thank you very much again, and have yourself a blessed night.
Yeah, you too, Miranda, and everyone else.
Hi, Mr. Cooper.
Yeah, Mr. Chad. So
Hi, Mr. Cooper. That's a wonderful session. I mean, it's so amazing to see how much pips you could get from, just trading stop loss. I
yeah,
mean, wow. I really do appreciate that. So thanks for that session again.
no problem, sir. Thanks.
Yes, thanks for that session. It was okay. Thanks a lot from this session.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Okay.
All right, bro. Good night.
Yeah, good night, guys.